tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. So last week we studied the topic, make our own fortune. So the Buddha answered the question of the group of householder, how to have the life enjoy, and after passing away, we born in a heaven realm. So he teach how to live a moral life through avoiding three unwholesome, unskillful way of bodily behavior, and avoid four kind of verbal behavior, become a moral person with the experiential confidence in the Buddha, in his teaching and his Sangha order, to become a moral person. And if you practice like that, we could have a better life and be born in heaven after that. And if you practice more and more, you can finally enter the noblehood, become the first noble person called Sotapanna, stream enterer, and be free from the woeful realm. So that is the last week lesson. So today's lesson is an answer for some people think about Buddhism. Mostly we think that Buddhism teach about something like eradicate all the defilement and become noble person, attend to heavenly realm. But the Buddha also teach us how to live in this very life, become a better person. So this is one of the topic we can find in the discourse. So this topic today is fake friend, based on the discourse in the collection of long discourses. So fake friend is a word I try to translate from the word amitta. Amitta. So mitta is friend, a is like none, like not friend. So not a friend. A person is look like a friend but not a friend. That's why we call fake friend, or mitta patirupaka. So patirupaka is disguised as a friend. Patirupaka disguised as a friend. So a fake friend disguised as a friend. So the Buddha taught a young householder about the four kind of fake friend or disguised as a friend. So householder sons, there are four kind of fake friend disguised as a friend should be recognized. And he teach about this kind of four fake friends that remind us to recognize them, because if we stay nearby such kind of person, such kind of danger, calamity will affect us. So those kind of person is considered as a fool in Buddhism and should not be associated with. So there are four kinds of them. The first one is a mere taker, come by himself to you with empty hand, but then get many things back. So that's the first one, a mere taker. The second one is a good talker. So the one who's best at saying, but not good at doing, or just give the word only. The third one is the flatterer. So he or she tell something pleasant, flattering only. And the fourth one is the companion to the lost, companion to the losing your wealth, your property, your assets. So that's four kind of person. So we'll go one by one. Householder son, a mere taker who is a fake friend disguised as a friend, should be recognized on foreground. The first one, he or she would take everything, and absolutely carrying away everything. So he come to you with empty hand, come to a house of a friend with empty hand, and when you come to your house, say, "Oh, this is beautiful. Your dress is so nice. Your clock is so nice." Then when you see, when you hear he or she tell like that, and you feel, I should give my friend this one because he loves it so much. So then you take out and give to him this one after another. So that is the first person who take everything, come with empty hand and get many things back. The second crowd you may recognize him is the person who expect a lot by giving a little. So he or she will give you a little things, and then to approach you, then from that take many things back from you, um, get many things back from you. So that is the second one. The third one, who do their duty out of fear. He come to you not as a friend, helping as a friend, but he do something for you just because he afraid of something, like he afraid you will not be a friend anymore. He cannot get any benefit from you anymore. So like forcing to help you, forcing to do something for you. So that is the third one, doing their duty out of fear. The fourth one, they associate for their own advantage. They come to you because they think that they will get something from you, get benefit from you, not just want to be friend with you, not to have companion with you, not to go with you, to to be happy with you, but to get something from you. So that is the foreground to recognize the first kind of person we call the mere taker. So the second one, householder son, a good talker should be, who is the fake friend, disguised as friend, should be recognized on foreground. His hospitable in with the past. So he come to you. But he talk about only the past. So for example, you come to his house and he say, "Oh, yesterday we have just harvest. There are a lot of green. There are a lot of barley green." Or in nowadays we say, like, "Yesterday I have a lot of food in my house. I have a party here. So all many food on the table. No place to keep it, but now gone. Now no more." So we talk about yesterday, the thing in the past only. He tried to be nice with you in that way. So that is the first kind of, the first. And the second one, he's hospitable with the future. So he will treat you kindly. So like, for next few months, you will need help to harvest the grain, harvest the fruit, harvest the rice, and I will help you at that time. He promised you in the for the future thing. He treat you kindly by that one, but just talking. Okay, that's the second. The third one, he's kind with nonsense. So he saw you riding a horse or an elephant, but then he tell you, "Okay, friend, I have a seat right here." So it make no sense because he already sits somewhere else. Then you show him another seat, or you put on the beautiful clothes, your beautiful dress, and uh, when he or she saw you, you try to be nice and say, if anything suits me, should be suit to you too, but now nothing suits for me. Like like you don't want to give it away, but you try to find a way to say it out for him. Be nice for him. Be nice for him or for him or her. Okay, that's the fourth one. He points to his misfortune when something needs doing the present. For example, you say to him that, "Oh, I hope that I have a cart right now because there are so many things heavy I want to carry, but I don't have a cart. I hope I have a cart right now." but he or she have a cart, but they say immediately, oh, unfortunately, my cart is just broken down, the wheel is cracked or the axle is broken, something like that. And then no need to lend you the cart. So that is the foreground to recognize a good talker. Third one, the flatterer, who is fake friend, disguised friend, should be recognized on foreground. The first, his assents to bad action. So when you in a group and you say, we should do something, but that thing you want to do is bad action, unskillful action, like killing living creatures or taking what is not given. When he say yes, we do it. Okay, encourage you to do it. The second one, he assents to good action too. So when you say in a group that we should go to the donation center, we donate to people, we help the kid or something like that, we share food with the kid. Yeah, he said yes, we go too. So even good thing or bad thing, he encouraged you to do. Third one, he praised you to your face. So in front of your face, he say, oh, you good, you nice, you kind, etc. But the fourth one, behind your back, after you not seeing it, you're not hearing it, he will talk bad mouth about you. So that is the foreground to recognize the flatterer, of kind of fake friend. And fourth one, the companion to the lost. So companion to the lost here referred to the losing of wealth, property, or losing your life is ruined. So first one is the companion in taking intoxicant drugs and drinks, which are the basis for negligence. So the base for negligence refer to the meaning that when you take drug or drink, you cannot control of your behavior. You get out of control your behavior, and because of that, you neglect your action, and you may commit unskillful action. Like we see drunk men do bad deed and be caught, or driving car, something like that, etc. Be accident. And he's a companion in such kind of thing. When you say, come here, let's go, let's have a drink together, he say, yeah, we go. Always support you. Very good. And the second one is the companion in roaming the street at the proper time. At the improper time, sorry. Like at nighttime should go to sleep, at midnight should go to sleep, but he say roaming the street and get annoy everybody on the area. The third one is the companion in frequenting festival. So go to the festival, enjoy party most of the time, many times, not doing their own work like working or studying, but enjoy party, festival all the time. So this is the third one, the bad companion, the fake friend. So the last one is the companion in gambling, which are the basis for negligence. So as you know that if addicted to gambling, destroy your life, you lose everything from money to even a good life. So that is the foreground to see, to recognize a fake friend, a companion to the lost. So we have four of them. The first one is the mere taker. The second one is the good talker. The third one is the flatterer, and the fourth one is the companion to the lost. So the Buddha taught us to recognize the four kind of fake friend, because it lead us, if we associate with such kind of person, it lead us to suffering, to calamity. It's not good. Therefore, a wise person when he or she have the wisdom to recognize such kind of person, should avoid them, should stay far away from them. Just like when we choose the road, if we know that this road lead to a bad place, it's a risky road, it's a dangerous road, so we should avoid that road and choose another way. So in the same way, when you recognize that such kind of people is a fake friend, disguised as a friend, and you going to rule your life when you associate with such kind of person, you stay away from them. And on the way around, you should not be a fake friend to your friend too. Should be a good friend, not be a bad friend. Because if you be a bad friend, you destroy your life, destroy other life too. Just like the story written in the commentary of Dhammapada, I would like to share with you now. The story about a son of the rich man called Mahadana. So one time when the Buddha go past by a donation center, he saw an old man, really old man, poor old man, and he smiled. He smiled when he see that kind of person. And Venerable Ananda, because when the Buddha smile, it means that there's something, there's the reason behind. He would not smile without any reason. And Venerable Ananda, which is his assistant, asked him, Venerable Sir, why you smile? And he say, you see that old man, he used to be in a good family, in a rich family. He's a son of a rich man called Mahadana in the city. His family really rich. They have 800 million gold coin at Kapana at that time. Okay, and because they're really rich, so his father think that he can spend such kind of money for whole his life, and enough for whole his life, more than enough for whole his life. So his father is not guide him to do business or study anything, just invite the teacher to show him how to sing, how to dance, enjoy the life only. And during that time, there also another family, rich family, similarly like with 800 million gold coin like that, but they have a girl. And the father also think that they have more than enough for the girl to enjoy the life, so they don't study anything, they don't do business anything, they just enjoy the life. And lately two family let them get married. So the young couple, after the parents pass away, the young couple have get the treasure twice of the 800 million gold coin. And so after the parents pass away, the son often, now the young man often go to visit the king every day. So there's a group of bad guys saw that this rich man come to see the king, so they have an idea that we should get advantage from him. So they waiting when the young man go past by to go to the palace. And when they go past by, they try to bless him with good thing, like may you be happy, may you have long life, something like that. And later they get attention from the young man get attention from them, and then go ask them, oh, you have a party now, you enjoy, you talking together, what kind of drink you have now? This kind of drink really good. If you drink this one, your life will be more beautiful, you enjoy life much. Then let him try that drink. And you know for sure it's alcoholic drink. And after drink one after another, he get addicted to kind of drink. And later on, he spent a lot of money to enjoy drinking, dancing, singing, playing all the time with group of bad guys. And he wastes his money, his father money. Then after that, after running out of his father money, he think about taking the money from the wife family. And after finish all of them, he tried to sell one after another, like sell land, like cattle, like mats, and even he sold his house and got kicked out. No stay in the family in the house anymore. And he begged for here and there on the street, no place to sleep, just and become poor and old like that. So that's why when he begged at the food for food at the donation center, the Buddha saw and smiled. He explained to Venerable Ananda that if this man, when he was young, if he took care of his business and does not waste his treasure, he would be the richest man in the city. If he turned another way, ordained as a monk and practiced well, he would achieve the Arhat status, which is the highest or the fourth level of noble person in Buddhism. And his wife can attain the third level of Anagami for the wife. In the Middle Age, if he changed his mind, he took care of his business and did not waste anything, then he would become the second rich man in the city. Or if he ordained as a monk, he would achieve the Anagami status, the third level of noble person, and his wife can get the Sakadagami, the second level of noble person. In the old age, so after passing young age, middle age, but in the old age, if he think back, if he took care of his business, if he did not waste, he would become the third rich man in the city. And if he ordained as a monk, he would achieve the Sakadagami status, which is the second level of noble person, and his wife can become a Sotapanna, the first level of noble person. But now, every chance is gone. No more chance for him. He lost all his chance in the life, even in the spiritual life or in the material life. And now he suffer like an old crane in a dry pond. Sorry. Oh, I forgot to put English here. Okay. During young age, there are a quote in the Dhammapada, the saying of the Dhamma. I did not put English here, but I will read for you. During young ages, they who did not live the spiritual life and failed to earn any wealth, now they languish like old cranes in a pond bereft of fish. So during young age, they do not live spiritual life. Live the spiritual life means live the holy spiritual life, live a moral life. Okay, and did not obtain any wealth during young age. So they did not obtain the wealth during the time that they are able to protect the wealth that have arisen. So the wealth from their father, they could not protect it. They capable to protect it at that time, but they could not. And then during that time, they can create the wealth that have not yet arisen, but they could not do it. They could not obtain any wealth during young age like that. And now they languish like an old crane, now worried, now sullen, now being sad in a pond, because the pond become drained, no more water. And because of no more water, there's no more fish. And now that kind of that fool fall into that position. So the absence of resident, no place to stay for him. It's just like the the crane living in a pond with no more water, running out of water. They have no well, like there's no fish in the pond. Um, the the inability to create the well, uh, they cannot do it now. Even do the business by sea route or by road, now they cannot do anything. Just like own crane have no feather, or fall down. The feather fall down. They want to fly. They want to fly, but they can just jump up and down only. Cannot fly. No more. No more feather. On crane, no more feather. Cannot go anywhere. They imprison themselves in the situation, just like the featherless crane. So the Buddha remind us with the story, with the quote in the Dhammapada like that. We should not uh, lose any chance in our life because of associate with the bad friends, the fake friend. So today we study the topic of fake friends, the one disguised as a friend. There are 4 kinds of them. The one who merely take, who a good talker, who's the flatterer, and who companion to the lost. If we associate with such kind of friend, we ruin our life, we worse. Just like the story that we have here, the young man from a rich family, he ruled his whole life, all his opportunity, even in the material life or in a spiritual life, and now he suffer hunger, just like a featherless own crane in the dry pond. So this is the reminder for all of us to save our time for doing the good thing for our life. So thank you for listening.
Okay, now is the discussing time. I just want to give I just want to have some discussing about today's lesson. And if you have any question, just raise your hand and ask whether it's pertaining to today's lesson or is pertaining to the Buddha teaching, Buddhism, in general, is okay. Doesn't have to be relevant to today's lesson. As long as Buddhism, we can discuss about it. Other than that, we just shouldn't bring it here. Okay. With today's lesson, as you know that during the Buddha time, people often go to the Buddha and ask questions, with the problem they face, and they want to know how they got themselves in that situation and what caused it. So the Buddha often help them out, point out the problem. And usually, the way the Buddha he did it is he helped us to recognize the result. Let's say you fall into a situation that you suffer from it, and the Buddha often, show you to recognize the result, but at the same, he also help us to look back and find out the cause, so that way you can correct your mistake. So for this discourse, it happened. One of the young householder, or the son of the householder, came to the Buddha, utter about a situation. So the Buddha point out about fake friend, and I think what we learned today is very common. I don't think anything that is so surprised or so we all recognize, we all see this, all that. So we don't have to talk about the type of friends that we talk in this lesson. But the main point of it is the Buddha want to point out, he want to teach us that we need to stay away from bad friends or bad people. That's why in the Mangala Sutta, we call the auspicious discourse, Okay, there's a phrase in there saying that Asewana Jabalanang means that to stay away from bad friends or bad people, only be around the good friend. And how do you determine a bad friend? He point out that there's 4 type of friend that you should recognize and then kind of keep a distance from them, so that you won't be affected for all the bad things that they do insinuate or get us in, and then we face a lot of suffering in the later time. Especially you mentioned about the friend that lure you in to party and using like drink. In this case is the toxin, not the toxin, but like drug. Drink that get you to get addicted, alcoholic and drug and things like that, and destroy your life. So that is the main point of it, is to stay away from bad friend, bad influencer. And I think now this day it's very common. A lot of young people nowadays, they don't have good guidance, and they often fall into this trap and get addicted to alcohol, drug. That's the main thing that destroy their life and a lot of suffering. So that's the thing that we learned today, is to stay away from bad friends. Another thing I want to point out in this lesson is not pertaining to the lesson titled "The Stay Away from Bad Friend," but one thing that I noticed in this story about a very wealthy man. He left behind a big fortune for his son, and then lead the son to become a beggar from a very rich person, drop down to a very poor beggar. And in this situation, who's to blame? Is the father or the son? Well, initially the father, he's so arrogant, he's so confident that with his wealth, he didn't think that his son need to work. Now that he has this big wealth, he wants his son to enjoy life. So rather than, as a parents, rather than you guide your children on the right path, equip them with all the knowledge, the skill that he could survive on his own, besides having a wealth like this. The man didn't think it like that. He didn't want his son to go through all that work just to enjoy. So as we learn from the lesson, he, rather than teaching him the skill, the morality, the thing, how to be a good person, and then with the wealth, contribute into his success, he could be, richer. But the man didn't do that. He just wanted to indulge his son into all the enjoyment, and let him learn music, dancing, and all the enjoyment in life without having any skill to survive, to live, to continue to create the wealth. So eventually the son go down. In Vietnamese culture, we also have this simile that even you have a mountain of wealth, eventually start to wear off if you don't, completely to refill it. Every day you just withdraw, use it all the wealth. Eventually it depleted, and then no more for you. So our parents always taught us, at my parents, that if I leave something for you, your responsibility to refill it as you take it out. In that way, you sustain the wealth, and then you have something to pass it on to your children, the wealth, the skill, the morality, and things. That's how you maintain the family legacy, a lineage. But in this situation, the father didn't think so. So that's what happened. He think that, not just only the wealth that I have to pass it on to my son, I will marry, I will get a rich girl, so double the wealth. And there's no way that they will ever run out the wealth, because he confident that. The father not a very wise parent anyway. So as you know, and it's very practical, you take and not replenish, eventually you dry it out. That's obvious. Everyone should know that. So that's the lesson that we learn. But in this situation, in Buddhism, we have another perspective that sometimes we are born in a bad family, like a parent are not very moral. Some of the people who lead a very immoral life, like cheating or lying or whatever, to live their life like that. But then again, somehow sometimes there's a different situation. A person born in a very immoral family, but then again, one of the children turned out to be moral. He wasn't affected by the parent or the adult living. Somehow he's like a black sheep in this situation that he turned out to be good. He doesn't do the thing that his family does. So why is it like that? Or vice versa? Sometimes the parent are very good people. They have a very moral life. They're very good. But somehow along the way, one of the kid or some of the kid turned out to be very bad, very immoral, opposite from the parents' standards. So why is that? So in Buddhism, there's a term we call the condition, or the past life that you established, this karma in us. In Buddhism, we believe there's a common karma that leads us to be in the same family, same situation. But at the same time, each of the individual also that he or her has his own karma. It makes sense? How did you get yourself together in the same situation? Like being poor, for example. The parents are poor, nothing much to eat, nothing much to wear. But somehow you got born into that family. So that one we call the common karma. Okay? So when you're in there, but sometime along the way, something make a difference. Somehow this individual fall out of it. From the beginning you got in, but along the way, you fall out of the situation, and vice versa. The parents are very rich and all that, but somehow this kid not very successful, not doing well, things like that. So we have this particular karma in us that we do that different from everyone. There's something that we do together, but there's something we do differently. So that's how it determined. So in this situation, this son in this lesson, that somehow he has a good condition to be born in a very rich family. But he also had he didn't have anything that he could fall out of it, so he continued to follow the train and then reach to the result that it's supposed to be. But what if he had good condition in the past? Somehow that he realized something, he quickly stopped following his father's train, and he did something different. He might get himself out of it. He won't follow into this train. He make a difference. Make any sense? So for us as a Buddhist here, we try to learn according to the Buddha, try to have good condition as much as possible. If somehow we fall into the bad situation, the good condition, the good thing that we have done in the past, it got us out of it. Make any sense? But in this situation, somehow that this son, he just got stuck into the train and then eventually lead to the result expected, like that. So that's why in Buddhism, we always encourage each and every one of us do good thing and do the right thing, do the moral thing, and then the outcome can be different. You notice that. You notice in some family, and let's say, for example, a lot of Westerner that come here, they come from a Christian family. Some of them very devout Christian family, but one of the kids turned out to be a Buddhist. They devolve to somehow they lead them to come to the temple and learn the Buddha teaching, despite the parent not so supportive. It's because in the past, this person may have come across the teaching of the Buddha already, but somehow he got born in the Christian family. But along the way, he just found his path, and he just, not follow the same path anymore. It's because of the condition in the past, and vice versa. As a Buddhist, you're born in the Buddhist family, but you're not really devout Buddhist. You practice some other faith, but eventually in the next life or along the life, you fall out of it. It happened to the Buddhist family too. The family very devout, very Buddhist practicing, but somehow one of the kids turned out to be a different religion, Christian or even Islamic. We only wonder why it happened like that. So we talk about the condition that we established when, in the past, in the previous life, that lead us to that. So in this case, this young man that his father got him into the situation, and he just continued with the trend, and then at the end he became very poor. He lost everything. But somehow along the way, if he met someone good, kind of help him, kind of guide him properly, if he turn around, that he could make a difference. Like the Buddha say, if he turn around quick enough, as a young age, if he stay in the doing business, he could actually double the wealth, or could be the richest man in the village. And if he decide to take the spiritual path, he could actually attain the highest in the teaching of the Buddha, called the arahantship. But he missed his boat. He missed his chance. He missed his chance to get that. But if he did turn around in the middle age, let's say that he wastes his life away, but to a certain point he turned around, and if he stayed, continuing with the business, he could be the second richest man. And if he choose to take the spiritual path, he could actually attain, the third fruition, the third attainment. Okay, but let's say that he wastes his time, he missed it. But if he quickly turn around as an old man, like not old to the point that no turn around anymore, he could actually become the third richest man, and then if he took the spiritual path, he could attain the second attainment. But he missed his chance, so he didn't do it. So he completely wasted until there's no return. There's no way that he could turn around. I mean, he exhausted all his resource, that he's dead in the water, no more, right? So that's the thing is, if we do something good, we have this good condition, and this condition eventually help us to turn around. That's the point. But this guy, he didn't have good condition at all, so he practically, exhaust all his resource, that he had no turn left. Like when you drive a car, if you recognize that your gas tank is about to, if you recognize the gas tank is halfway, if you don't want you to be, stranded on the road with no gas, you fill it up quickly so you continue your journey. But let's say that you overlooked it, you waited until a quarter of the tank, you can still, refill it and then continue your journey. But if you are so careless, completely not paying attention to your gas tank until it's not a drop left, you're stranded on the road with no help, like that. So that's the thing that in Buddhism, that's the beauty of it. If you start a good condition, and this condition eventually help you out, it will help you to turn around. Okay. So that is the today lesson that we learn. It seems to be very, today lesson about fake friends seems to be just, ordinary teaching, but there's a point behind it that help us out. And I think this point we often overlook. We associate with wrong people, and eventually we reap a very bad result. A lot of since we have a lot of people come to the temple, express their disappointment and regret for what they have done in the past. And we notice it's all is about the wrong guidance and the wrong association with people. And that's what lead them to all that. But the good thing is they need help. They want to turn around. And some of them have enough time to turn around because they're still young. They can always restart, rebuild their life. But even people are very old. People also come here when they are very old, very sick too. It's kind of hard for them to rebuild their life, but they can still create good condition in the next life. Yeah. So there you go. It's not late in Buddhism. There's no late. Better late than never. So, there's always hope. Okay. But anyway, the point we talk about today is to stay away from bad people, and how to recognize bad friend is, the Buddha point out about 4 types of friends. Okay. Since Dakota, since you're new today, I know that you want to learn more about the teaching of the Buddha, but every week we have our lesson pertaining to the teaching of the Buddha. If you stick long enough, there will be topic that you interested or you look for. Whether today's lesson that from what you are looking for or not, I'm not sure, but we continue our lesson every week. So at any time people drop in, they can get some benefit out of it.
I want to add a little bit things. When you take out the story we have today about the man, he lose his opportunity. So last week, I think we have the discussion about the Buddha can see the future, can see the past, but there is no
fate, destiny.
There's no destiny in Buddhism. That you have to become such kind of thing. There's no one design your life, but you choose how to live. So that man, there's no destiny for him to be in that situation, but he choose his way to become in this situation. He can turn away and become another person, another kind of person, but he did not take that opportunity, and he chose that way. That's his choice. So there will always a chance for an opportunity for us to change our life. There's no one, there's no destiny that we have to be this kind of person, or we have to be that kind of person. We still have a chance. Yeah.
What he meant is that there is no such thing as faith. There's no such thing as predetermined the type of person that you're going to be. Your fate, your destiny is in your hand. You can make a difference. Let's say, for example, someone who is an alcoholic, and she noticed that the alcohol destroyed his life. And some people feel that, oh, my life, I make a mistake, and my life is ruined, and I cannot go back. So he continued to consume alcohol and then just let go. So if you take that path, eventually you're going to be, you lose everything, you lose your life, you lose, everything. Because that's how it is. That's how it takes you, okay? But let's say someone help him out. Let's say someone wiser help him out. Say, there is no such thing that I'm meant to be in that situation. You can make a difference. So let's say that he realized that he turned around. He started to go to rehab, rebuild his life, and then he got out of it, and then he rebuilt his life. So there you go. There is nothing that predetermined or anything. Sometime in our culture, people often consult the astrologers, like fortune teller, and somehow this fortune teller tell him that he will eventually end up like that. So this person so believing in it, so being influenced in it, he did not make an effort. And when he did not make an effort, he continued to, bow down to that and accept it, and he just let go. And eventually, he reached to that point. But for some of us, we refuse. We refuse to accept that destiny. So we work harder. We make a difference. Eventually, they don't get the thing that they foretold like that. So in Buddhism, everything is in our hand. We make of it. That's why actions yield the result. So even you make a mistake, you can always, correct it and then change the result, change the outcome. That's the beauty. In this situation, this young man, he exhausts his wealth, end up to be a beggar, no shelter. It's because he continued to let go. She chose that path. That's why he ended up. The Buddha, he has the wisdom. He can actually see, the outcome of this person. But he's saying that, as he's saying that if this person turn around, he can make a difference. He's not going to end up to be the beggar with no, homeless beggar like that. So there you go. That's what he meant about, no predetermined destiny. Yeah. So is this something, is a surprise for you? I think every one of us, noticed that. So always be proactive with your life and try to stay away from friends. And even when you become parents, you should equip your children with skill, with if you have wealth, good, give them a good start, but you gotta give them, you gotta guide them, the morality, the skill, and all that. So wherever you are, or wherever your friend or your brother or your loved one is, they can still continue, can survive. Don't overprotect them. Don't shelter them, protect them too much, and later on, when they out of your sight, they're helpless. A lot of Asian, I don't know, I know a lot of Asian family, they love their children so much, they overprotect them. And when they out there in the world, they're helpless because the parent not be with them 24 hours, 7 days a week. So they end up become very vulnerable to other people bad influence and destroy their life. So the lesson today here also that we gotta learn. We need to have this knowledge. We need to pass on our knowledge, our skill. Don't pass on just only the wealth. I know a lot of rich people. They are very rich, but they're reluctant to, pass on the wealth to the children. But they pass the skill, the knowledge, like that. Okay? Yeah. All right. So if you don't have any more questions, we can do the chanting and sharing marriage.